Good afternoon from the parking lot of Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are here today to check out some of the construction updates and just kind of have a look around the park. First thing I wanted to show you guys is in the parking lot here, the Skyliner system. They've actually started testing the gondolas with putting the actual cabins on the line and running them. There's two of them on the line right now. It's kind of neat. It gives you an idea of how fast they're gonna move. Not very fast at all. Oh look, there's gonna be another one. They're putting a third one on there too. Oh, they just cranked up the speed. Now they're really moving. It's so interesting because I don't think this is gonna open anytime soon. But they've already got gondolas on the line for the Skyliner. And it's running full speed. The other thing in the parking lot that I wanted to show you guys was right here before the entrance. Kind of looks like they're building a new tram stop up there. At least I think that's what that's gonna be. Right near the front entrance, covered tram stop, which will be nice. And then we're gonna actually, before going into the park, head back and have a look at the new bus stop locations back here. Actually, before we head all the way out there, I can see the gondolas making their way back over here. So they're already on their way back from Pop Century Art of Animation. If we look straight down this line right here, we can see them making their way back over. Still looks like they're using the temporary bus stop, but if we turn to our left a little bit, we can see that some of the bus stops are like 90% done. And then it seems like all they have left to do is a little bit of paint, maybe some wiring for some electric, but other than that, these are done. They're just constantly running these gondolas. I can't get a good view of what the characters are on them, but I can see that that one has a yellow bottom, and then this one is all blue. And then the last one's purple on the bottom. I think that one's the Haunted Mansion one, but I can't see any of the characters through the white paper on it. These bathrooms over here are open now, which is nice because it's right next to what will be the new bus stops, but it's close to what are the current temporary bus stops. And it's the only bathroom outside of security before you get in there at Hollywood Studios. The other good thing that these bathrooms have is bottle fillers, which is nice. So we found out that this is gonna be the new security area where all bag check and everything will be. I'm assuming it's gonna be like Magic Kingdom where it's gonna be a tram stop and bag check. Just one centralized location, undercover, make it a little bit easier. So first things first, you guys know I have to head back into Toy Story Land and check on the crowd levels back there, see how busy it is. Because just looking down the street here, it looks pretty darn busy in the park today. Before we head back into Toy Story Land, I do have to show you guys the Chinese theater and the progress update, because everything that's happening is happening inside. For Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, we do have an opening time of year for this of fall. So hopefully we get something soon, maybe a sign. That would be nice, right? But for the most part, it looks exactly the same as it did when Great Movie Ride closed, aside from the sign being gone. Nothing there. Kind of makes you wonder if they're gonna keep this same Fast Pass location sign. You can kind of see, still can read it through the covering. Oh, here's something interesting. There's a screen tucked up inside of there. That's for when they do the projection show and the Star Wars fireworks here on the Chinese theater. And I think if you see that little square up there, that fills in the projection show around these corners so that it's not blocked off from any angle that you're looking at it. Hidden in the bushes are the massive projectors that project onto the Chinese theater during the fireworks show and the projection show. Back at Walt Disney Presents, it's still Meet Mike and Sully, which we got to see a couple of weeks ago. Along with all the new stuff down here in Municipburg with The Incredibles and Edna Mode and all that other stuff. And we'll put a link to that video in the description down below and up in one of these corners up here. I feel like the last time we were in here, it was Christmas time, right? Maybe not, maybe it was just a busy day. There goes Woody and Jesse. We have to follow the umbrellas up and see what the wait time is for Slinky Dog. Admittedly, it doesn't look too bad inside of Toy Story Land right now. Oh man, 85-minute wait. There's some green army men. As I was coming over here to have a look into Galaxy's Edge, not much that we can see from here because of all the trees that are in the way, but it does look like they're pretty darn far along. Well, I guess they still got scaffolding and painting and rock work to do up there. I like that we can see a little bit of a spaceship peeking over. As we get a little bit closer to Buzz Lightyear over here by Alien Swirling Saucers, We can see a little bit more of the rock work in there, but not much more of it. You'll have to forgive me, I have to keep talking so that you guys don't get to hear the music from Alien Swirling Saucers back behind me. Oh no, I stopped. Oh, check out this like arch made of rock back here. This spot right here, that's pretty neat. That's like a bridge, like a rock bridge. Also, Alien Swirling Saucers is a 40-minute wait right now. Wow. This is a busy day here. If we get really near the pizza guards at the front of Alien Swirling Saucer, we can see some guys doing some work, some rock work down there. And then you can also see that this one particular rock spire is not even any rock work yet. It's just the metal underlayment, the rebar underneath it right now. There's even a long line to meet Woody and Jesse over here. Well, let's head into Municeburg and see if we can see anything. I don't think we'll be able to, but let's just have a look. So when we first came in, we saw over here the little Jack impression in the wall where he busted through the wall, but I didn't realize that they are kind of all over the place. Like here's another one way up high over top of the gift shop. Also, I'm sure this has something to do with something. I just don't know what it is. Like, is Jack do this? There's another spot where he busts through the wall and then explodes maybe up here, because this is like busting through a wall, but this is like a flash. You can see his little footprints all over the place, and like we showed before, this is where he busts through the wall right there. But then I also noticed that there he is up there on top of the sign that says Municeburg Plaza. There's 3 of him. 3 Jacks up high. One thing we didn't get to do when we came in here the last time to see Edna Mode was see her gallery over here. And we can go in there now. And if we wanted to, we could wait and meet Edna, but I don't think we're gonna do that right now. We're just gonna come in here and see the gallery. There's Mr. Incredible's suit. There's Mrs. Incredible getting the suit tested out. And then another Jack that looks like Edna Mode. There's Violet's suit. And then Frozone. And then there is another suit over there for Dash. This is where the line starts though, so we can't get up close without waiting in line. I just read the little plaque underneath Mr. Incredible's suit. Apparently this is his first suit. And then, I know there's a bunch of smudges on here, but it says, a very sturdy suit of mega mesh from the simpler time. I designed this in my sleep. Although outmoded, this was the pinnacle of high super fashion at the time. Of course, now I'd die if it was ever worn again. And then she ends it with, hobo suit. Oh, this is a good phrase. Edna Mode the Philosopher. And of course, they're still having the super shindig out here with Frozone and Mrs. Incredible. Okay, if you look up at this Jack up here, he's got green eyes, and that is what is creating this spot in the ground here. Those are like lasers from his eyes burning into the concrete. And now we're gonna head over towards Grand Avenue, see if there's anything new over there. Maybe we can see something new for Galaxy's Edge from over there. I know they put up a lot of construction malls and they were building something outside of Star Tours. Let's go see what we can see. So we're heading down here by the Commissary, and in case you guys don't know where the Commissary is, here is the Chinese theater where Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is gonna be. There's the stage that's right down the center of the main drag, Hollywood, and all the way down at the end down there is the front entrance to the park. So we're gonna head this way next to the Commissary. I'll show you guys once we get a little bit closer, but I can already see construction malls at the end of the way here. So here we are at construction malls right next to Red Carpet Dreams, where you can meet Sorcerer, Mickey, and Minnie as if she were a movie star. And I don't know why this is here. It's also right across from Sci-Fi Dine-In, and the only thing that I can think that used to be here was a DVC, Disney Vacation Club booth, but I think that was kind of more out here. So I don't know why this is behind walls. You can see it's up on a planter and everything, so this is would have just been plants. This is where the speeder bike photo op was, and you can see that is gone behind walls. And this is the new DVC booth over here. This is what they were building outside of Star Tours that we didn't know what it was before. We do know now. It was just a Disney Vacation Club. Actually, I kind of like this. It says Little Tokyo Travel Company. It's kind of neat. And there's a globe in here. Look at this thing. Wow. Doesn't move though. I don't know why there's not anybody in here right now, but there's nobody in here. Seems like a interesting place because they got fans in here and they got heaters for when it's cold. But it's not air conditioned. I know it's kind of a little thing, but this sign is new. Yay! Looking down Grand Avenue to what will be the other entrance to Galaxy's Edge. Can't really see much because they put a lot of trees in the way. But this will be quite an interesting reveal once this is open. I do like this area called Grand Avenue before the entrance to Galaxy's Edge. And I'm glad that we got to keep a little bit of the Streets of America over here. Feels good that it's still there. It's also very interesting how wide this pathway is. And that's because it'll be the entrance to Galaxy's Edge. So they're preparing for the crowds already with the space out in front of it. Down here, Pizza Rizzo, still not serving. It was a brand new location and they stopped. Maybe once Galaxy's Edge opens, then they will open Pizza Rizzo back up to kind of like eat up some people and give them a place to eat. As of right now, nothing. Came out here near the exit of Muppet Vision 3D. Can't see anything. There's just a building back there. That is part of Galaxy's Edge, but it's just a building. Although Pizza Rizzo is not serving right now, you can come in and see the pressed pennies that are available over here. They have one for Pizza Rizzo. Frozen The Incredibles, Frozen Tinkerbell and Stitch. It's kind of interesting that they have a pressed penny for Pizza Rizzo. Star Tours is only a 10-minute wait. I'm always amazed in a park with so few rides, the fact that Star Tours is only a 10-minute wait. Maybe it's because it's like far back there and kind of out of the way, but I'm not really sure. It's a pretty good ride. Now I'm gonna see if I can find a fast pass for maybe Tower of Terror, maybe Rock and Roller Coaster. If not, we can check out some of the merchandise. Let's see what we can find though. So wait, confusing sign. It says do pull on the rope? Nothing happened. Okay, I feel like here's a section of the park that I've never really noticed before. So here is an Indiana Jones store. This is where the kids all line up for Jedi Training Academy. But back beyond it is the exit for the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular. Over here is the exit to the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular, which they're actually running right now. And there's some of the sets. You can kind of see them back in there doing their stunt type stuff through the trees. But I wanted to show you guys all of these old army vehicles back here. It's pretty neat. They have like an entire set, basically, like a movie set set up. With a tank. There's even a tank over here. Look at this gigantic wrench. All these old mortar shells back here too. It's really interesting to see this stuff in the parks. Well, today we were not as successful in trying to find fast passes. That's it, just Phantasmic and the Frozen sing-along. And that's it. Yeah. Or every once in a while, the Little Mermaid stage show. And then instead of heading all the way back to Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, I can see that is a 50-minute wait for Tower of Terror and 75 minutes for Rock and Roller Coaster. Dang. All right, let's head into Disney & Co. and see if there's anything new. Every time that I go in here, there's always something. And it's usually right here on this first table. And right now it's a lot of this delish stuff. I like that there is churro purses right inside of this little like churro holder. Is this a pen? That looks like a Mickey Premium Bar? How much is mauve? They're really getting me now. It's not purple, mint, red, or teal. It's mauve. Now, where's the price for mauve? Okay, so I had them scan it, and it's $9.99. The same price as purple. So why didn't they just label this as purple? For $27.99, they have a scented Mickey Premium Bar pillow. It smells like chocolate. Not a Mickey Premium Bar though. It smells like chocolate. Just gonna spend my time smelling pillows. That one kind of smells like strawberries. It's a donut pillow. Same price, $27.99. And there's a cupcake one that I think is also scented. Or this is a Dole Whip. I don't smell anything with this one. That smells like really weird chemical vanilla. It smells a different one of the Dole Whip. Can't smell anything on the Dole Whip one. Let me know if you guys come here and you smell a Dole Whip and if it smells like anything, because I don't smell anything. It does make you wonder though, after I just spent my time smelling all of these, how many people have put their noses on these and smelled them? There really are so many food products out and about in here. This one I think is probably one of my favorites. These are socks that look like pizza toppings, and they come in a pizza box as opposed to the cupcake socks, which they have here. Oh, these are the pizza ones. How much are the pizza ones? $16.99 for a pair of socks. Wow. And how much are the cupcake ones? $16.99 as well. For I think it's just one pair of socks. It does drive me crazy that they put colors for prices instead of actual prices, so I have no idea how much this is. But it is a light up snack necklace. A snackless. I like that these are labeled as ice cream cups, but they kind of look like you could use them as like pots for potting plants. And they are $17.99. Oh man, you guys remember when we tried to make Mickey Premium Bars at home? How much easier would it have been if we had just like smushed the ice cream into these, frozen them back, and then popped it out? It would have been perfect, and then all we had to do was put the chocolate in it, or on it. For $20, we could have had a more professional version of our Mickey Premium Bars. And if you guys haven't seen that video, we'll put a link to that in the description down below, and up in one of the corners up here. Pretty fun. We made Mickey Premium Bars, and I think that was the same day we made churros, too. I feel like these shirts don't look like they came from Disney. I feel like they look like they're from like the Walmart or the Target that we were at behind Disney. But here they are. And how much are they here? $24.99. I feel like you could probably get this same shirt for like $12. Kind of like these Mickey Mouse Club t-shirts. They're pretty neat. $34.99, $24.99. Does this one have anything on the back? No. And then this one's just a classic Mickey Mouse Club logo. A little bit more expensive because it's a ringer for $29.99. I like this one too. It's super soft, and this one's $34.99. Ooh. They have a sweater too, like a sweatshirt that says Official Mouseketeer. That one is $44.99. The shirts just keep going up in price. This one's $39.99. No, I don't know why. This just maybe because these two bands on the outside. It's also a very soft material. This is a pretty nice jacket, but it is a $70 jacket. And it's very thin, very thin. So I don't think this would keep you very warm in the winter anywhere other than Florida. I mean, it'll keep you just fine in Florida, but everywhere else, I don't think it's thick enough. Ever since rose gold came out, every new color of ears that they have a massive supply of them when they show up in the parks. Also, look at these. I've never seen these before. It's like a princess pair of ears. It's got all the different princesses on it. And it's got a little crown. Well, this one's interesting. It's just all different things from around the parks, like the ferry boat, the paddle wheeler, the partner statue, Splash Mountain, Pirates of the Caribbean, or Peter Pan. Lots of different stuff. These are cool. These Small World ones are new too. Oh, I like that it says goodbye on the back and it says hello on the front. Let's head into the dark room and have a look at their magic bands. Oh, I think this one's from Valentine's Day. Right? Or is it just for spring? I don't see any hearts or anything on it. $24.99. There you go. This Daisy one has hearts all over it. So I'm thinking this is for Valentine's Day. Even though Valentine's Day is past. But there she is, Daisy. So all the ones with the A on the back are $24.99. The detail is in the dots. Oh man, this Pluto one is awesome. It says, Pluto if found, please return to Mickey Mouse. Just the colors and a little tail on the end here, but I like that it's yellow and black. I like how the Donald one is right next to Daisy while he's looking over at her like, ah, phooey. And he even says it up here on the top. I wish I could do a Donald voice, I can't. I decided to head down towards Tower of Terror, see if there was anything new down here, because I thought, I can't leave the park without just checking down here. This used to be the Planet Hollywood store, didn't it? Because this looks like a brand new sign right here that says Legends of Hollywood. It's kind of a strange font too, isn't it? Special showing this Friday. Ooh, I don't think we can go in there yet. Yeah, it's closed off. I think you used to be able to get into the store from over here. Let's see what it looks like inside. Oh no, I was way wrong. You could never get in there from over here. But, oh look, it's Rivers of Adventure shirt for $29.99, and for $24.99, The Mountains Are Calling. I don't know if we ever got a reason for the Planet Hollywood store closing. Maybe they decided not to have Planet Hollywood anymore or something like that. I'm not really sure why. I've never stood in this spot and looked over towards Rock and Roller Coaster, but we're out in front of Mouseabout Town. And if you look not only at that sunset, but that is the show building for Rock and Roller Coaster. Look at how big it is. I never really noticed how big that building is, and this is probably one of the only spots in the park that you can see it. Oh my, Tower of Terror is at 110-minute wait. Ooh, yeah, that's right. That's the way to do it. Fast Pass right there. Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy coming soon. Back here by Rock and Roller Coaster, you guys can see this pic has flames on it now that used to say sponsored by Haynes. No longer sponsored. It's just Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith, sponsored by nobody. Oh, Rock and Roller Coaster is a shorter wait than Tower of Terror at only 80 minutes for Rock and Roller Coaster. Back here behind these bushes will be Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. It seems like it'll be opening up very soon. Today, Disney invited us onto a tour that was called Backstage Magic. This is a tour that anybody can go on. And on that tour, we went to the costuming department. And in the costuming department, we got to see them making the cast members' costumes for Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. It's gonna be neat. It looks like they're wearing basically the same stuff that the Lightning McQueen pit crew would be wearing. You know, 95 yellow, red, black flames. So I know it seems kind of strange me saying we went on a tour and I didn't film any of it. That is because the Backstage Magic tour actually goes backstage so I can't take any photos or videos backstage, but we did get to learn a lot. So throughout a couple of videos coming up, we're gonna be like sprinkling in some facts that we learned along the way. So there you have it. That was our trip to Disney's Hollywood Studios. We got to see a lot of stuff. Got to see the Skyliner running. We got to see all kinds of construction back inside of Disney's Hollywood Studios. Galaxy's Edge, whatever they're doing across the way from Star Tours. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, we didn't get to see much, but we know that they're hard at work inside of there. I would call this a very successful trip to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So with that being said, we are off. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Chelsea, and now it's time to pay the price.